This is another one of those types of article where, as I'm going through it, just imagine the genders being reversed. I'm a cougar swapping toy boys with my friends. Men my age have too much baggage and are bad in bed. Yeah, imagine some like 40-year-old dude writing an article like, oh yeah, I'm a sugar daddy that's swapping like fucking 18-year-old sugar babies with my friends. And women's my age, too much baggage, are bad in bed, are naggy and annoying to deal with. So we just ditched them. They would be getting savaged, man. This cougar is sharpening her claws. Yeah, I think this is another one of these suspicious New York Post articles where like the whole article seems to be a paid advertisement for some 304's OnlyFans. I wish we could do a Freedom of Information Act request or something on New York Post financials to see if some of these articles are actually paid advertisements and like sponsored. So after 7 years spent dating dud dudes her own age, was it Haley Hooper, 38, is setting her sights on fellas who are a little younger. Guys my age don't want anything fun. The part-time nurse and part-time stripper complained. Oh. And full-time Only Fools model, right? Yeah, have that Scarlett Leo DiCaprio. We see how much hate the leftists hate that. Yeah, oh, I know. Yeah, they can't stand that he pretty much ditches all his girlfriends by the time they get to like 25. And then he has like a new fucking 20-year-old. Oh, that's funny. All they want is some kind of stepmom for their kids. They always bring along baggage from being with their ex-wives. She further moaned. More often than not, though, they're so judgmental. Now I'm starting to think that this article might be a parody. Because she literally just listed all the arguments against single mothers. So Hooper thinks that this makes men her age boring, though she admitted, I don't think they're really too keen on me either. Yeah, so they could go passport, bro. They could get themselves much more high-value women. You could do the cougar thing for these college-age boys that need a starter girlfriend. But you're not going to make any of those relationships permanent. Like, unless you have a lot of money, then maybe one of them will do it. Enter men who are almost 2 decades her junior. I don't mean to date younger, she insisted, but they approach me and I end up sleeping with them. Maybe it's the energy I give off. Man, I would love to see a dude try this too. Like, I'm not looking for the 18-year-olds. I'm just hanging out on the sugar daddy websites and they come to me. She shared that a 21-year-old saved up all his money so he could take her out to dinner, yet she's shamed for seeing younger men. Yeah, that goes both ways. But the fact that you could write these articles, though, still shows that women don't have it as bad. But I do find it funny how now more people are starting to bust out the equality. So that's good. It's so common, though, for older men to be celebrated for dating younger. If the world was still normal, that would be the case. And I guess it still is, maybe in private, but in public, men get shamed for dating younger now. We didn't even talk about how we've seen so many women out there too have already hit their sexual peak and men their age aren't interested. I definitely can sympathize with her on this one. At least she's telling the truth. It's something I see so common with women my age these days. It's crazy. So we go for younger guys and we're usually slammed for it. Yeah. Do you think the guys aren't slammed for going with the younger women? It's often your older woman sisters that are shaming them. If not you personally, then probably someone you know. As to dear Gen Z, stop being desperate. Yeah, just accept 2D and you'll be fine. So fortunately, Hooper has found fellow cougars who share her preferences for fellows in their roaring 20s. Oh, my God. So they're just passing them around, huh? My friends and I are all open and honest about our sexual experiences. We pass on the boys once we're finished and give feedback. These guys love it, she revealed. Now, this is actually probably true. So remember how I just said that a lot of these guys view these cougars as starter girlfriends? They're also using them for sexual experience. So if she's willing to introduce you to like 7 of her friends and you get to plow through all of them one after another, yeah, I'm sure the guys actually appreciate that. However, the situation isn't helping her to settle down. Of course not. So sleeping around with everyone just for one night stands isn't going to land you a permanent partner. Who could have guessed? Obviously, though, anything serious with them is off the cards. She admitted younger men are usually broke, so it can be harder to explore anything further. So it's all about the money for you, huh? But they really do try so hard, and the sex is incredible. They're willing to give anything a go, which I really admire. When Hooper does decide to search for a partner, she's going to be cutthroat. You're not going to have any options by the time you finally decide. I don't want to settle down with someone just for the sake of it. They've got to be right for me and agree with everything I'm doing. Yeah, you're not going to settle down with anyone but your cats. So the only thing sadder than seeing a woman whose standards are too high and then slowly lowering those standards as she gets older until the standard is literally like just anyone with a penis. The only thing sadder than that is the ones that never lower their standards. They're like 80 still looking, wondering when Prince Charming is actually going to come. And then it turns out Prince Charming is the name of one of her cats. And then everything clicks. All right, for now, I'm having fun with lots of young guys, and that's fine. So you know what her next strategy is probably going to be? Pretend to be a Christian, show up to church, claim that you're born again and ready to settle down, and get the pastor to shame all the 3 young men that are still left in the church. Why won't one of you step up and provide for this fine young Christian lady? Yeah, it's like Cappy says, he's just around the corner for sure. Yeah, you just need to wait a little bit longer. Like, you know that meme of the guy digging a tunnel, and then he gives up and stops digging, like literally one swing away from uncovering a hoard of diamonds? Yeah, ladies, if you give up now, your literal prince could have been right around the corner. And you missed him because you decided to turn around before turning that final corner. Keep going. Well, Prince Charming is the name of the mastiff she has with her at all times. Yeah, I can see that. And this is white women we're talking about here. Be very wary of white women with medium to large size dogs. Yeah, not our problem. Yeah, that's pretty much our attitude now. Like, so Cappy covered one of those same articles that I did, that liberal women are unhappy. And he did like an entire hour-long rant about, like, I don't care. They did this to themselves. Like, that sounds like a them problem. It is nice and liberating not actually having to care. Yeah, it literally isn't our problem.